This is why I can't look at myself in videos and stuff, because I really be feeling it. And you want to get to a point where you're just like me. It's not cocky, it's just confidence. And anybody who says you're cocky because you feeling yourself, they just mad. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Naya Simone, and welcome back to Talk About It Tuesdays. Talk About It Tuesdays. Yes, if y'all was wondering, this is my headband wig from Curly Me Hair. It is the Kinky Curly Mongolian, and this one is 18 inches. It looks good, feels good, like, ooh. It just, I can't wait till my hair grows this long because, like, good. But whatever, I got my hookah ready. We're gonna talk about it. Today I really wanted to get on the topic of being confident, and you know, how to be confident, especially for, you know, us Black women, okay? And my tall girls, I know we have that struggle, but there's people that want to climb up that tree, you know. So hold on, let me take a pull real quick. Okay. So a little backstory about, like, you know, how I grew up. So to just talk about it a little bit. I've always been, you know, taller than other kids, and my darker skin, you know, this brown skin beauty. Oh. See, this is why I can't look at myself in videos and stuff, because I really be feeling it. And you want to get to a point where you're just like me. It's not cocky, it's just confidence. And anybody who says you're cocky because you feeling yourself, they just mad and they jealous because they don't feel that they look as good as you do. But you know what? We don't get mad at the haters. We don't. We, you know, say stay blessed. We pray for them and we call it a day. But yeah, a little backstory. I've always, you know, I feel like as a Black girl, Black women, we always used to get, you know, teased about our skin color. And I'm pretty sure anyone who was dark skin had the same issues growing up. With me, I had that, and on top of that, because I was a little bit taller, I just dealt with that like literally almost every day. But I never felt bullied because nobody could ever tell me anything about myself. Like, for me, my mom always instilled in me that I was a bad bitch. She never said it like that, but like the words of wisdom, that's what, you know, I put in my head and walked through water with that. So like, of course, I've always been called darky, African booty scratcher. I can't even think of half the stuff that people used to call me, but it really didn't faze me. And then of course I was tall, so it was like, how's the weather up there? How's this and that? Blah, blah, blah. And guys wasn't checking for me like that. I mean, there was a few of them. The short ones be on it, okay? This is why you can't look past short guys, because they like you, okay? Now, not too short. The too short ones you gotta play with, but that's besides the point. Yeah, so with that, it was kind of like hearing that every day. Sometimes I would feel, you know, like I wasn't worthy of anything. I never showed it, but like at home in my head, like sometimes I did have days where I felt like that, and you know, I just didn't feel like I was up to par. Like if I would hang out with my friends, like even my sister, like she's tall too, but my sister is lighter than I am. And one of my old best friends, she was light skinned, so it was kind of like with that, when I used to hang around them, it was like guys would check for them, but they would never check for me. So like at points in time, even though I never talked about it with them, like I did feel weird, because it would always be like, you know, a guy would, you know, always walk over and they'll talk to me, but the only reason why they would talk to me is because they wanted to get to them. And it was just, I don't know, like everybody has their own preference, but I feel like guys back then, they didn't like girls like me. Like anyone of my skin complexion, or a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, it just, they weren't checking for us. And that's okay, because you know, eventually someone will love us for whatever we look like. The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. You already know. And I'm just say, I'm not gonna say anything, because look at me. We're gonna take a pause. I couldn't be mad at all. Anybody who wasn't checking for me, it didn't ruin my day. Like I might have felt some type of way, but when I really got that confidence, I'm telling you, nobody could tell me nothing, period. Like, I'm a baddie. It's a baddie, it's a baddie. Like just looking, I can't, like looking at myself in the camera right now, I just can't stop looking at myself. Like I'm really feeling, especially this hair is doing it for me. It's doing it for me. But yeah, so I had days where I felt kind of weird, but it was like, I don't know, I just didn't get to a point where I let people get in my head too much. Especially like when I went home, my mom always told me that I was beautiful. Like my sister always told me that I was beautiful. It was never really a competition with my sister, even though she was lighter than me. Like we both knew that we were badasses. So it really wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm living in my sister's shadow, and you know, she's light skinned, guys are just gonna go for her and this and that. Like she always told me I was bomb. We already know. But just like going off of that, like how I've grown to just like love myself and have confidence in myself, I would say that, you know, it was a lot of affirmations for me. Not just that, but being around family members that also made me feel good, made me feel beautiful, always told me that my skin was beautiful, that I was beautiful. And like it was never like I shouldn't live my life based on a man's thoughts or society's thoughts. So that's why I've grown my confidence at a young age, honestly. Like, I don't know, it doesn't take much, because when you eventually continue to say it, you eventually believe it. And once you officially believe it, like they can't step on you. Like they might be able to try to crack, but they can't really do anything to hurt you. They can try, but they won't succeed. And I feel like that goes back to like when people aren't feeling good about themselves, they try to break people around them just so that they feel as low as they can. It's weird. It's weird. Hurt people. Let me not though, because I already talked about that in the last one. But yeah, just being a bad bitch, you really gotta tell yourself every day, like, yo, I'm a baddie. Like, I'm a baddie. Like, you can't tell me nothing, especially no person who don't have, you can tell when a person doesn't have confidence in themselves. Like, they try to put you down. They try to backwards compliment you. And what I mean by that is like, they'll give you a little compliment and then follow up with an insult. weird shit, but it's whatever. And I think with that, it's whatever. You walk with your head held high, and you know, you walk around like your shit don't stink, like nobody is touching you, then you really feel it. When you surround yourself with people that, you know, are confident in themselves and love themselves and, you know, love you truly, then that's another thing that, you know, helps in the realm of having confidence. You know, just showing yourself how to be treated can bring a lot of confidence too. And what I mean by that, I mean like how you feel like you should be taken care of, that's how you should take care of yourself. So if that means going on dates, you need to go out on dates by yourself. Go to the movies, go to get some food. If, you know, that means buying yourself something nice or something that you wanted for a while, that's what you really need to do also. Make yourself feel good, make yourself look good. When you look good, you feel good, and that is true. And when I say when you look good, you feel, that doesn't necessarily mean you always have to put on makeup and be dressed to the nines, because you can look good and feel good just having on literally nothing. But it's something spiritually inside that you have to bring out in order for yourself to fully be aware of, you know, I don't know. So having confidence, I feel like not only doesn't need to be, you know, external, but it needs to be internal. You need to be healthy on the inside. So like when your spirit. So with having confidence, like you need to be like spiritually in tune with yourself, kind of. You have to try to find ways to heal. And that also works with, you know, being confident. You can't just, I don't know, I feel like when you try to be confident, it's kind of like if you're, what the fuck am I talking about? So I kind of see why a lot of, you know, women and Black women especially, you know, lack a lot of confidence. And that, you know, it stems from society, the world around us. It's definitely it's weird because we grow up in a world where, you know, society tells us that our skin isn't beautiful, our features aren't beautiful, but everybody wants to be like us now. They want to have the big lips, the big butt, the shape, because if we really think about it, a lot of people with Eurocentric features don't have none of that. So they have to try to get that by going to the doctors. And I feel like back then, like when I was growing up, it was kind of like, you know, my features as a Black woman, my skin color, it just wasn't in, it wasn't the wave. So a lot of people, you know, tore you down because that's what society taught us, is that what I looked like wasn't beautiful. But with, you know, a Kim Kardashian looked like that was the best thing in the world. That was the most beautiful woman in the world. But I feel like now it's totally different. Like, it's okay to have curves. Everybody wants to have nice full lips. That's why they go get the injections. Everybody wants to have butts. That's why they get the implants or they get the injections. Everybody wants the shape. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's weird how society shapes people's thoughts and how much everybody just goes and follows the train. Like, it went from you telling me I was an African booty scratcher to you trying to be me. Now make that make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, now you getting a tan. And I'm not talking about no regular tan. Like, it's a tan where these girls are going so dark, they damn arms and hands don't even match. Make that make sense. Like, I don't know, but that's another thing for another day. But other than that, like, I definitely see why we didn't have no confidence. And you can't even sit here and like expect your parents to try to instill that in you either, because like when you really think about it, they wasn't taught that themselves. And it's just like a generational thing. Like, they don't know no better, and neither do we. So trying to get our parents to make us feel beautiful when they probably didn't even feel beautiful themselves, like, I don't know, man. But all I know is the key to being confident is just doing it. And I know that sounds like kind of weird to just say like, oh yeah, just go be confident, like, because it's not that easy. But I mean, like, when you start doing things and start really feeling it, like, you're really gonna be like, oh, okay. Like, when you start walking around like nobody can touch you, like, you the baddest bitch. Like, when I was in college, every time I walked around campus, I shredded, okay? I shredded because nobody was touching me. In my head, RBF. Yep, that's RBF. I was untouchable. Don't talk to me. Ill. Couple wet wipes in case a bum try to touch me. Like, that's all I'm saying. But I was nice though. But that's what, like, I gave off that, like, ooh, I want to be her. I want to be that confident. It's all in the walk. It's all in the talk. If you keep talking about it, you're going to start believing in it. And you got to start believing in yourself. That's it. Like, period. So I really want to make this a discussion. So, like, if you could go back in time, like, what exactly would you tell yourself to make them feel good? I'm saying them like it's not you, but what would you tell yourself to make you feel good and make you not make those mistakes or not be down about something? Like, what exactly would you tell yourself? I feel like for me personally, like, I don't know, like, I think I would probably say something like, you know, it's okay to feel what you feel right now. Because I kind of always thought, like, you know, I gotta be hard all the time. Like, the only people that ever seen me, you know, cry or whatever was my family. But other than that, like, I was real hard. Like, and I feel like, just thinking about it, I feel like I could tell myself, like, it's okay to have feelings. It's okay to, you know, feel the way you feel. Because I know I lacked in the area where I didn't think I had as much power. So that's another thing. Like, I would tell myself, like, girl, don't doubt yourself. Like, you are more powerful than you think, sis. Like, you can definitely do a lot. You can get them A's. You can work real hard. You gotta work twice as hard, okay? Because this world is not for us. Your skin does not define who you are. Your height does not define who you are. You don't have to play ball. You don't even gotta try it. Just because you're tall and people told you to try it, no. That doesn't mean you won't be good. Cause I sure wasn't. My dumb ass tried to try basketball in 10th grade looking stupid. Man, why did I waste their time and mine? It's okay, you don't have to do sports. You don't have to. Sports is not for you. Just because, you know, you're tall and people telling you to do stuff does not mean to go for it. Ooh, that was nothing. There we go. Also, I feel like, you know, another thing is like, I don't know, even though I had times where I didn't love myself, I'll probably go back and be like, girl, I'm talking to you, Anaya. I'm talking to you, Nana. Love yourself. Stop worrying about these boys. Stop worrying about if they're gonna like you or not. Love yourself. Heal, queen. Heal. Heal. Meditate. Breathe. Don't get so angry. Everything is not for you. Period. Per. Your love is power. I'm sorry, this hookah got me looking stupid. But your love is power, Anais. Your love is beautiful. Your love is smart. Be confident in your love. Be confident in you. Love yourself. And definitely always make sure that you walk with your head held high. Your shit don't stink. Cause you the baddest bitch in the world. And that's on what? Her. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to, you know, do a little chit chat, a little small talk. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know this video not too long. I didn't really want to drag it out, but just wanted to come here and talk a little bit about, you know, my backstory with not being confident and how I got confident. Look in that mirror. Use those sticky notes. Use those sticky notes. Because when you look at those sticky notes in the mirror every time you wake up, you want to see that you are loved, okay? You are worthy. You are worth it. If you believe in God, God loves you. Okay? I love you. So love yourself, because someone else might not, and it will be okay if they don't. You are bomb. Leave the comments down below and answer that question for